Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with Stamp Creatively. I'm here, I'm early, it's fine. I have a few things to show you and I want to get her done. And you can always catch up. You'll get part of me live. Oh look, my camera's there. Now I'm straight. I was crooked before. Oh, and I love the glare on my glasses. Okay, how are you? Things have been spinning at my house, so I want to show you my favorite new thing, and I'm super excited about it. It was a camp favorite. In the link where I said I'm going to go Facebook Live, where I said I was going to go Facebook Live is a link to get the spinners, and I'll show them to you. Let's get started. I'm done with my face. Let's do this, friends. Okay, so this is Gears and Textures. And it is a catalog product. So I don't normally show just catalog, but I have some online exclusives that I'm going to mix in. So this is the catalog product. So I'll show you what I've done with it. So I started off, I made my grandson a card for his birthday. So you don't get to see that one, but it was cute. Then this one, this is online exclusive paper. Look at that. So I did this one. Then I went to a friend's house and we stamped together and she did this one. I mean, don't we love it? And then for camp, they collaged and made their own DSP. And this is the copper that is an online exclusive. It's the copper paper that's an online exclusive. My gem's crooked. So I'm going to show you how I did this. And it was a camp favorite. So here's the Gears and Textures stamp embossing folder. Great guide card. You guys are always looking for guide cards. You always say, oh, I need something masculine. Well, friend, this is it. Because you can do this any color you want. I have my foam under here. Yes, cat attacked foam because they think it's fantastic. But it still works great. I'm going to take a piece of very vanilla. And I called this Midnight Muse. And one of my campers had to correct me. Because, you know, when you have, when you've been around as long as I have, you get your colors mixed up because you've had so many. My dogs are barking above my head because I see the Amazon truck coming around the lake. I live in the woods. It comes around over the lake. And I knew I was going to have a delivery, but they said it would be between 11 and 1:45. So that meant as soon as I went live, the Amazon delivery would come and you could hear my dogs bark like ninny noggins. Okay, let me show you the colors that I used. This still looks kind of sort of crooked. Maybe if I scooch it back a little bit. So the dogs are going to get super shouty, which is fine. The first color I'm using is Crumb Cake. And the thing about collage stamping is you get to do it anywhere you want, any way you want. And that's what I love about it. It works better if you push down in the center. See that foam move? Can you see that? I almost used the new stamp positioner to show you this, but I didn't. Oh, I closed that up too soon. Crumb Cake. And then I just did this one in Crumb Cake too. And this one I shaded. Terrible UPS man trying to deliver me a package. Okay, now I'm done with the Crumb Cake. And I'm closing them, like at camp, I try to make sure that they keep the stamp on top of the stamp pad so that my soft sea foam, that the Cajun Craze doesn't end up in my soft sea foam. Okay, so here's my soft sea foam. I love to do those lighter colors in the background because I think it gives it depth. It's not one that I can really stamp off and stamp again. Okay, friends. I did stay up and watch the Super Bowl because I'm a football fan and this is my last time. So I stayed up and watched it. It wasn't as exciting as what I was hoping. I didn't care which team won, which is the first time in a long time I've been like that, but I didn't care this year. Sorry if you're a fan of one or the other. But I love all the coverage and all the stuff they talk about before and after. That I'm a junkie for. Now it's college basketball. We're IU fans, so we've been watching IU play. They play again tonight. You know, we love a good basketball. March Madness is super fun. My grandsons are really into it, which is great. I love sharing sports with them. Okay, so there we go. Now we've added, that was Cajun Craze. Now I want my Misty Moonlight. I put 3 on here because I could. They're just having a field day. Rotten UPS or Amazon person. I apologize if you can hear them and you find it offending. I mean, this kind of just makes me happy. I'm going to put, so I have lots of depth of color. That's one of the things that I love most about collaging is I add lots of depth of color to it. Now I don't need my piercing mat anymore, so I'm going to move it out of the way. I've closed up my stamp pads and moved them out of the way. So I've got my Misty Moonlight. I'm going to fold it in half. This is 8.5 by 5.5. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. I have to crease it because I like it to stay down. So before I adhere this to the front of my card, I want to add a piece of ribbon or linen thread. And everybody does this different. For me, the easiest way to add this to the back is if I take a piece of tear and tape and I put it on this piece, then I don't have to worry about the adhesive sticking to anything. Like I can stick this down with the glue dots, stick it down with seal, I can do all of that. But then when I flip it over, if I sit it somewhere, it's gonna stick. So by putting the tear and tape on there, it's gonna hold it in place without it moving. Because what I'm gonna add to this is, here's my little party tray of all the little wheels and clogs that I ran through. I took one piece of that copper and ran all of them through. One of the things that it has in here is, I'll take these out as I knock out all the contraband. We'll see if I can keep all the contraband in my little tray. You know how that works, right, friends? Here's this piece. Hello, friends. Hi, Tanya. Then I've got this wheel. I've got this wheel. And then I have a light bulb. So I stamped it in the crumb cake on a piece of white. And then this is the back of the light bulb. So that's what's going to go on this string. So let me show you how I put that on there. So I'm going to put a little seal down here. Yes, they're still barking and that guy is long gone. Now I'm going to cut it off now that I know how long I want it. I'm going to take a glue dot and stick this on. It is still snowy where we are and still cold. I was showing my grandkids yesterday how much snow we still have. Theirs is long gone. They live in St. Louis. They don't have what we do. I was hoping it would defrost a little bit, melt a little bit before I had camp, so everybody didn't have to see where the dogs have gone to the bathroom as they ran out the front door and ran back in. There's my cute little light. Isn't that cute? So I've added my light fixture, and then I used my glossy dots to put on here to make my light glow. Get on there. Of course, it didn't go in the center where I wanted it. So now I'm trying to move my yellow dot. Not like the person who gets this is really going to care, but I did. So now I'm going to add all of these beautiful copper elements. I'm going to add this piece. And probably if I could have just put tear and tape on the back of this or the adhesive sheet, I would have done it. But it does okay with just a little bit of glue. So I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on this. And I'm just tapping it on there because I don't want to over glue. Because nothing's worse than pushing this down and squishing it out. Come on. And you guys, if you know me, this green glue is, I'm not a huge fan of it. Okay, so I'm going to take that across the front of my card. And it was funny because people did this all kinds of ways. Somebody even took it in from the top. It's your card. You get to do what you want. Put that green glue away. I'm going to take this, the largest piece. I'm going to put it on with a glue dot. And you can put it on any way you want. I just did glue dots. I'm a glue dot fan. I know not everybody is. So I'm going to stick this on up here. I want to make sure this little piece covered the end of that. I'm going to stick this on with a glue dot. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I have a, like a blink doorbell, and it goes to the sidewalk. So I just got a notification on my phone that there's a brown squirrel on the sidewalk. Not my, oh, Tanya's dog can hear mine. That's so funny. Yes, yes. They're kind of like Jeff in the background, right, Tanya? We all have our things in the background. So these are the little spinners. They come in this little container. They are actually nail spinners. Again, the charm is, or the link is in there. If you want to see them, I got this dark color just because I wanted dark. I'm going to put it in the center. The closer I can get to the center, the better. Now, I did this one a little bit different. So this one, on this one, that piece that I just attached spins. On the one I'm making here, I'm going to make the top one spin, just so you can see the difference. Now, this isn't centered, which is why it wobbles. If I can get it on there in the center, we won't see this wobble. So we'll see how talented I am. Probably not that talented. So we're going to put this on here with a glue dot. Again, huge glue dot fan. Going to see if this will go right in the center. Oh, look at that. Is that not awesome? So then I used my, for this, it's the low profile sparkle dots. For these, I love these. These are called the earthy matte dots. And I just like them because they're a real neutral color. But, so I'm going to put this in the middle. So in my head, here's my Misty Moonlight. Here's my crumb cake or pecan pie. I have, this looks red on here, but when I put it on here, it looks very much Cajun Craze. And then look, here's my espresso. So I put lots of different dots on here because I could, oh, I guess I should seal my card down, right? I get so excited about the spinning things. So again, friends, if your world is spinning, this is a fun way to make it spin. And for those of you who would ask, oh, hi, Mary. Is this mailable? I didn't mail my grandson's card. I'm sure it can go in the mail. A lot of people will put a little bubble in it, or I've gotten some where people have put tissue around it when they mail it. It's probably going to require a little bit more postage, but dude, totally worth it. So this is the one that's uneven, so it wobbles when it spins. Oh, come on, spinner. I mean, yes, I may have played with them a lot. Again, here's the silver spinner. And then this is a brighter copper than what I used. I used this online exclusive one because I wanted to show you an online exclusive. All right, friends. I wonder if I can get them all spinning at once. Let's see. Yay! All right, well, gosh, guys, I sure hope you have a great day. I'm going to see if I can go back to me. Oh, a little bit. Oh, now I'm super foggy. I wonder why. Oh, let's move that. If you could see, if you do videos, you get it. So there's a light here. There's a light that goes this way. There's light on this camera. I've got lights over here. I look like I like this. Not necessarily the thing I love. Oh, and then I have to be careful because this shows on this. If I don't get this just right, it's so much. This just makes me look like I have a black chin or something. It's totally fine. Of all the things that are spinning, I don't care about that, whether I look like I have a black chin or not. Oh, thanks, Mary. I'm glad you like it. So you can, if you didn't get to see this live, you can always go back and watch the replay because they are so fun. And if you have any questions about the spinners, I just put mine on with glue dots. Like one of my customers, when they were here at camp, decided they would do it with the glue, and they got glue in it. And this one doesn't spin anymore. They got, you know, because that tumbo doesn't go always where you tell it to. So that's why I use a glue dot. Again, mine are the small ones. There's some that are a little bit bigger, but I wanted to make sure it went around small things. I know Tanya did some fun things with spinners. I think she spun something that wasn't a clog. Maybe it was a bunny. Maybe she spun a bunny. I don't know. We've got some fun things coming up. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like the car. The link for the spinners is in the post on StampCreatively that says I was going to go live, but I'll put it on the YouTube side too. So it'll be there in a minute because I got to, after I do this, I'll add it to the YouTube thing of the link for the spinners because they're fantastic. They make me happy. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Tanya and I will be live on Wednesday in the Wonder Basement. And then Tanya will be live on Friday. So I will see you again soon. Have a good one. Bye.